Fluoride in our drinking water has taken center stage lately, and at the exact same time, a major national settlement with big corporations gave cities, including Tampa, millions of dollars to help take forever chemicals out of our drinking water. These synthetic compounds don't easily break down in the environment and have been linked to serious health risks, including cancer. Now, thanks to the lawsuit, Tampa Bay Water will have new resources to test and treat local water supplies. I spoke with a water quality expert, Rich Rasgaitis, who breaks down the long-term implications of this funding and what it takes to keep these chemicals out of our taps and our bodies.
Why do you think that these are being called some of the most dangerous substances in our water today?
Well, PFAS are commonly referred to as forever chemicals. Part of that is because, quite literally, they are almost impossible to get rid of or to destroy. And PFAS is commonly found in fabrics, clothing, and what ends up happening is it gets into our drinking water. It has really negative health effects. Once you get it in your body, it's very difficult to get out. Some data suggests that it takes anywhere from 7 to 12 years to even get them effectively and fully removed.
So can you talk a little bit about this PFAS lawsuit? And really, is it just the tip of the iceberg? And what does it really reveal about some of the deeper cracks in America's water systems?
Well, this PFAS lawsuit settlement is really landmark because it assigns accountability to some of the corporations that have been effectively contaminating our drinking water over the last 10, 20, 30 plus years. PFAS are some of the chemicals that are in our drinking water. There's estimated anywhere between 150 to 200 million Americans that are affected by this. And so seeing this settlement pushes accountability to corporations and enables us to do things like policy reform, improving infrastructure, as well as filtering or purifying our water where it's coming out of the faucet or the last 5 feet of water line. I do think this settlement is the tip of the iceberg, not to use a water pun, but there are so many chemicals in use in the United States today. Just as an example, there's over 50,000 chemicals in use in the United States today. Fewer than 100 of those are regulated by the Safe Drinking Water Act of 1974, which has hardly been updated since 1974. You know, what's most important is that we restore America's drinking water. And so this is a step in that direction. $22 million is a substantial settlement, but it's also a drop in the bucket in terms of what needs to happen.
And I've seen you say before, just because it's clear doesn't mean it's clean.
I'll give you a few examples of that. Chlorine byproducts can't taste in drinking water, microplastics, nanoplastics. The average American is eating or drinking 1 credit card's worth of plastic every single week. That gets there through what we eat, drink, and breathe. And so those are a couple things that you just cannot taste in your drinking water.
And you've taken this so seriously, you've actually turned it into a career, even formed a company around clean water advocacy. How did you transform that passion into a business?
Well, this started a lot with just having 2 daughters. They were 11 and 12 years old at the time, and then starting to do exploration into, well, why didn't they want to drink out of the faucet? Why were they drinking energy drinks? And why did they resist single-use plastic water bottles, but still at the same time think drinking water was unclean or it was gross? And it really is rooted in the fact that I and many other people alongside me with my team believe that every single human has a fundamental right to clean drinking water that they can trust. And unfortunately, that right doesn't exist in the United States today. So I decided to do something about it.
And just tell me a little bit about that flow water unit that's behind you. That is, where are you guys placing those all around the country?
So this flow water unit is a dedicated purification system that uses a very powerful and proprietary form of 7 different filtration purification steps, and it effectively removes all the bad stuff like PFAS, pharmaceuticals, herbicides, pesticides, remineralizes the water, and then makes it taste great with a coconut carbon filter. And what we do is we put these in hotels, schools, gyms, corporations. And what I love about the impact of this product is, people don't really care about, well, this feature, that benefit. People care about experiences and outcomes. And it's been a fun project. This is really mission driven for us, where we're rooted in doing something good for humanity. And so we believe we can do well by doing good. Clean drinking water should be a fundamental human right. We should all be able to rally around that.